Hi Taurus, welcome to your January 2024 energy reading. My name is Kimberly from the Path Illuminated. If you are returning, thank you so much for your support and for being here. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date on when I post new content here. Taurus, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. As I'm recording this, it is January 3rd, so we are well into 2024. We're still in Capricorn season. We did have, thankfully, Mercury station direct on January 1st, although first 2 weeks post retrograde, we are in the shadow period, so there still might be some hiccups, communication challenges, etc., etc. A few astrological highlights. Again, I'm not an astrologer, but I do love astrology. We're going to have a lot of planets in Capricorn this month. Capricorn ruled by Saturn. A lot about discipline, values. January 4th, Mars goes into Capricorn. January 11th, we have the new moon in Capricorn. January 13th, we have Mercury moving into Capricorn. Super big transit. Pluto is moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius on January 20th. I believe it will go back into Capricorn like November-ish, but don't quote me on that. And then we'll have Pluto in Aquarius for basically the next 20 years. So lots of huge shifts collectively, world governments, lots of things. And then January 23rd, we have Venus going into Capricorn. So, all right, Taurus. So this is going to be a general energy reading for the Taurus collective for January 2024. This is not a personal reading, so put yourself where you go, take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. If you are interested in a personal reading, Taurus, I will link my details below. Please note that the only way to book a personal reading with me is via my website, and I will never reach out to you directly to solicit you or consider you for a reading. Neither will any ethical reader. This is my only YouTube channel, and all of my social media handles are exactly the same, all one word, at the Path Illuminated. No special characters, no spaces, no numbers, no punctuation. Please be aware of scammers and imposter accounts. Also, I always like to caveat my videos by admonishing y'all to trust your own judgment and discernment. This is your life. You know it better than anyone else. I hope that these readings provide you some perspective, some feedback, some guidance, some support, but it is your life and you have free will. So if something comes out in the reading, Taurus, that you're not super happy about, remember, you can change your perspective, how you deal with a person or a situation, and nothing is set in stone. We are constantly shifting our own reality and opportunities based on how we engage with the world around us. All right, Taurus, let's get going. Thank you, angel, spirits, and guides. Please help me in pulling the most relevant messages for Taurus for January 2024. Angels, spirits, and guides, what messages do we have for Taurus at this time? What do they need to be aware of? Please help me to pull a clear message that will be supportive for Taurus at this time. Thank you, angel, spirits, and guides. One more card for Taurus, please, for January. Interesting. So far, quite a few pentacles here. So definitely, not surprisingly, Taurus, money's on your mind. I mean, before I get into it, let's pull more cards, but definitely money is a huge focus for you at this time. Honestly, I think it is for many of us. We are still in Capricorn season. And just like globally speaking, the markets and the economy is crazy. So, all right. Thank you, angel, spirits, and guides. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse here? Why is justice in reverse here for Taurus, Spirit? Why is justice here, Spirit, for Taurus? What can you tell me about this justice in reverse card? Why is a Chariot here, Spirit? Oh, too many cards. Okay. One or two. Okay, that was quick. There's your card, Taurus. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Seven of Pentacles here, Spirit. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here for Taurus? Okay. I mean, I like the cards, Taurus. Yeah, so money's on your mind. I think the start of January for sure, Taurus, it's obvious that you're not feeling very abundant. You're definitely worried about money. It's clarified by the Six of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're definitely feeling like there are things that haven't worked out. There are things that you were hoping would work out, that you would have victory in, that just haven't worked out. Perhaps it was a job, perhaps it was a project. Could it be relationships? Absolutely, right? There are quite a few pentacles here, some cups, and you're going to have to fill in the details about what this is. But it just feels like this is very career, finance focused in this reading. So I think, you know, January starts off, you're not feeling very stable financially. You're thinking about these situations that haven't quite worked out, that didn't turn out the way that you expected them to, that did not bring you the victory that you were looking for. The clarity that you're gaining in January, Taurus, is that these particular situations, this job, perhaps the way that you've been showing up, right? The people you've been working with, they've been out of balance. And you're in this place where you're like, I have some choices to make. And you clearly want to make choices in your life that are going to lead you to emotional fulfillment, that are going to lead you to your 10 of Cups. Where you've been, where you're coming from, where you're coming out of, Taurus, it's clear to you that these things were out of balance for you. It's clear that they were not providing you with the stability and success that you were looking for. So I'm seeing this definitely, especially with, these first four cards are like reverse. This is like coming out of that Mercury retrograde where you had some harsh truths to face and you've been struggling with feeling like financially you were on very shaky ground. And what I'm seeing is that, like, once you've been clear about what has not been working and you come into balance about where you really should be spending your time and resources, as long as you know and are committed to your own happiness and your own fulfillment and what you know is going to fill your cup, you're going to be fine. Make those choices, right? Acknowledge how you've been feeling, but understand that you can bring balance to this situation, right? You can bring balance to any situation in your life. The Chariot, you are going to, I think, as you're moving through the month, you're going to start to feel more grounded and more ready for what's next. It's like, I think there's a bit of like still some shedding and letting go of, like this old job, this old career path, a project that hasn't worked out. Again, sure, this could absolutely be a relationship. It depends on, you know, the person that's watching this. And look, at the end of the day, the relationships that we're in, whether they're friends, family, lovers, coworkers, right? That has a direct impact on our energy and how abundant we are. It's like if you are leaking energy, Taurus, to friends that are codependent and users, you're probably going to be losing money, right? So for sure, I think like you're working towards identifying all of the ways in which you've been leaking your own energy. And it's not necessarily easy to acknowledge that, but once you accept the things and the people that have been out of balance and you start making those choices to bring things back into balance, you ultimately are working towards that 10 of Cups, and you start to feel ready. You start to feel the momentum building. You start to feel more balanced, and you really start to tap into that Empress energy. This is your card. You are the Empress. Regardless of how things might feel at times or look, you need to remember who the F you are, Taurus. And I think it's like once you really just like shed this, right? It's something that's been coming up a lot, are endings. We're going through huge transits astrologically and changes on a collective basis. And, you know, I think like we don't always necessarily give ourselves the time to be upset or sad or grieve these things that haven't worked out, because whatever hasn't worked out, Taurus, I know you're a hard worker. I know you're loyal, and I know that you care about how you show up. And so it's important to give yourself time to like feel what you feel about this, to get angry about it, to be disappointed, but then to realize that the power is in your hands to turn things around, and that like you got to do what it is you got to do. And if that requires leaving people in the past, that requires people leaving people in the past. You are the Empress, which means that you know exactly who you are, you know your worth, and you know your value. So whatever this past stuff is that hasn't worked out, right? It hasn't worked out in order to trigger you into moving into your Empress energy and realizing that you are the conduit for your abundance. You are the conduit for your blessings, not this job, not these relationships, not these people that are trying to convince you that you have to overgive, that you have to deplete yourself to prove that you are worthy. No, you are inherently worthy. And you're going to be coming back to that place. You're coming back into balance. You're really, really contemplating 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. You have lots of choices to make. You have lots of options available to you. It may not be clear at this time what is the best option, but really take the time to acknowledge how much work you've put into yourself, Taurus, and realize that every opportunity that comes your way, whether you accept it or reject it, it's coming to you because you deserve it, right? And I love that it starts with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, but it ends with the Queen of Pentacles. You are abundant and the money is coming. It may not feel like that right now, but it's coming. Now, the Emperor, this could very much be you, Taurus. This could be you leaning into a leadership role. This could be you finding a new job where you get a leadership opportunity. This could be a boss, right, that sees your value, sees your worth, sees how hardworking you are, and this boss offers you this really great opportunity at a new job at a small company, maybe. This could also be speaking to Aries season, right? That like things may start to come together very much in Aries season. And this continues to be a pattern, right? It's like Aries season, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac wheel. And that's really the real new year is an Aries season. So it's like right now you're doing the groundwork, you're cultivating, you're pulling out the weeds, you're preparing for this journey, you're leaning into your Empress energy, and you're working to give yourself credit for how far you've come, what you have accomplished, and appreciating the opportunities available to you, even if you're not really clear on what option you're going to go toward. The fact is that like letting go of the things that didn't work, shedding that and bringing balance to yourself, taking your freaking power back, Taurus, this is how you get into this place of abundance. And this is how you draw in, right, these abundant opportunities towards you, whether this is an Emperor that is interested in, again, offering you a job, some type of artistic collaboration, or it could be love. Sure. It could be somebody who sees your worth. It's either somebody who sees your worth and wants to offer you an abundant opportunity, however that manifests, Taurus, or this is you realizing that you're the emperor and really coming into your power and starting to really manifest in your 3D reality the abundance that you need in Aries season. Spirit, what additional insights? The Magician, I love it. Again, right, this is an 8-year 2024, and we have the infinity symbol, which is also an 8. You have every single thing that you need available to you at this time to manifest your abundance in all areas of your life. It's just about you understanding that, like, it makes sense that the things that didn't work out, Taurus, would lead you to feeling financially insecure, or you know, perhaps you had to take a financial loss to accept the ending of a situation, a job, right? A career path, a project that, like, it just was clear this was not going to work out. And as you come into balance and really start to realize who you are again, right? Like, once you let that go and process those things that did not work out, Taurus, that is really going to shift the energy. Like, remember that you are the magician. You are the magic. You have everything that you need. Spirit, what additional insights? Again, yes, there's going to be times where the finances are a concern, where you're afraid of financial loss. Understand, though, that you can be strategic about how you move forward, right? If maybe this is about you, like, saving some money to leave a job, right? And then you need to take a financial, you know, hit when you leave the job, right? And working towards coming into a place of abundance. You know, realizing that you are the magician means realizing that sometimes those fears of financial loss, those fears of things not working out, are still going to be there, but you are smart enough to come up with a plan and a strategy for how to move forward. And ultimately, you are going to have something to celebrate. You are going to have moments where it's very obvious that you've accomplished something, that it's not just going to be in the 5D, it is going to be in the 3D. Like, maybe this is the job offer that you accept, right? Maybe this is starting the business, right? And things finally working out for you. Maybe this is you getting, right, that promotion, or, you know, this new job offer. The Hangman. Whatever happens this month, Taurus, and I don't really think I need to tell you this, you always have yourself. You always have the opportunity and the option to take a step back. Don't ever be forced into making a decision. Don't ever feel like you have to appease someone else because they've offered you something. Anything that is for you is going to continue to be for you. But if you're not clear, right, about how the choices that you're making, and it's understandable that you want to be strategic and you want to be smart and you want to see things from all sides, take a step back. If you need to take a step back after a time of celebration, if you need to take, you know, a step back after getting a job offer, if you need to take a step back, somebody offering you a date or whatever, like, take that time. You have people around you that love you, that support you, and they're not, anyone who's meant for you to be in your life, Taurus, they're not going to have a problem with you taking time for yourself. They're not going to have a problem with you declining, you know, dinner and saying, hey, you know, I've got some projects I really want to focus on right now. I got some things I need to figure out. I have some financial investments. I really want to spend some time this weekend considering how I want to use my time and my resources, right? Because I'm doing this on my own. I'm striking out on a new path, right? Like, really trust when it's time to reach out for support to people that love you, trust you, celebrate you, want to see you succeed, and know when you need to tap into spirit and your higher self, right? Finding that balance is going to be key this month and moving forward in the year, right? I think that that's generally good advice about finding that balance between reaching out to those who love and support you in those moments of, you know, working through your challenges and your plans, and knowing that there is a balance between both, and you need both. You need friends and you also need solitude, Taurus. All right. I'm going to leave it there, but I'm going to pull a card for you from the Soft Cosmic Concepts Oracle deck. Spirit, what final messages do you have for Taurus? The journey. Number 28. Let me just pull this up in the book so I can read it for you. Okay. The journey, potential outcomes, events, embarking on a new journey, self-discovery, travel. Maybe you are experiencing a loss. Maybe it is a job or someone you wanted to spend forever with. Maybe it is yourself. Whatever it may be, you are entering a journey of self-discovery. You are learning to live and breathe in a world without this thing that you lost. And on some days, it may be hard to breathe at all. Try to find the light at the end. You are being reminded that although this journey can be a difficult and emotional time, you will meet yourself at the end of it. I love that. All right, let me pull one more card for you, Taurus, from the Universe Has Your Back deck. Thank you, Spirit. I got one more. Oh, too many cards. Just one or two, please, Spirit. For Taurus. Okay. This has been coming up a lot. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Surrender to the journey, surrender to Spirit, surrender to what your higher self is trying to reveal to you at this time, Taurus. If these messages resonate, please leave me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how this is showing up for you, and I will see you next time. Bye, Taurus.